Holidays 2020, keeping calories in check. In some ways, it's a lot easier this year, and in some ways, it's going to be harder. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephanie Fine. I am here to talk to you about weight loss and maintenance, and we've been dealing with COVID-19 for quite a while. and so this holiday season is looking a lot different than usual. And in talking with my clients, the tone, and I include myself in this, is depressed. There is definitely some grieving going on, and it can be about the holidays not being the same. It can be missing loved ones. It can be the weight of all that we've been through and that we still have to go through. The news of the vaccine to me is so hopeful that we at least know that next year is not going to look exactly like this. Now, I don't know what next year's holidays are going to look like, but they will likely look a lot different than this. When I think about that, I definitely feel better. And so it informs a lot of the times when my brain starts to go down in the dumps about it. I think, what story do I want to tell my grandchildren about holiday 2020? That's honestly what I think, because I think this is unique, and that we will be back to whatever version of normal we're going to end up having next year. So I want to acknowledge that for a couple reasons. The reason we can have fewer calories this year is because we're not at a million parties. So the last couple of years, I've really noticed how environmental control makes such a difference. If you're at parties with lots of food, if you're getting, gifts of food, there's just a lot. It really is a higher calorie time. But the being safe has really made a difference in that. So that we're not having parties, we're not having big gatherings. So even if we have family, it's smaller amounts of food, and we can control it better. Like at Thanksgiving, there's not 12 pies, there's one pie. It makes a big difference. So if weight loss is a goal of yours this holiday season, that you have on your side, you can make decisions about your food in a much easier way. It doesn't feel like you're missing out than before. So I would highly take advantage of that. But the other side is eating for comfort, because we're feeling, depressed, sad, in a scared place, that sort of thing. Now, if you are really depressed, meaning not functional, you need to get help and reach out for help. Ask a friend to help you find a therapist, call your doctor, any of those sorts of things. So that level I'm not talking about, but this sort of like sadness is real, and you always want to allow for feelings. So it's that balance of allowing for the grieving and also moving forward. It's such a balance. And with food, it can be a challenge because we could soothe ourselves with food. So the way I've been talking about it and thinking about it is this: make deliberate plans this holiday. And what I mean by that is, what would make it feel holiday-like? The kids are off from school. It is the holiday. Even things that would have been open are closed. I mean, it really is a time of a lot less activity. Do you want to drive around and see lights if there's lights in your community, or find some? Plan for interactions with people how we can. So Zoom and that sort of thing. And you can plan things like puzzles, or watching movies together, or reading stories, or games you can play, or memories, having a list of questions to talk about, these sorts of things. Planning them out with the idea of knowing what you want to get out of it. I want connection. I want to spend some time where I'm not going to eat out of the ice cream carton, I want this to feel special. I want to feel connected to my friends or family. That sort of thing will require a bit of creativity, but I know you can do it. That's what's being asked of you, some creativity. And that's not a bad thing in terms of us thinking outside the box, because if we're not thinking creatively, we're eating. So the main lesson here, and I don't want to go on too long, I could go on this for a very long time, is acknowledge what you're feeling. Think about what's really important about the holiday, and make plans to make it happen. Yes, it will look different, but think about all the great stories you're going to tell your grandchildren about that one year that was so out of the ordinary. So think about that this week. Have a great one, and I will talk to you next Thursday. Bye.